Bad news for Team Rocket pre-orders. Here's everything you need to know. Let's look at the numbers. Welcome back to Rob Does Pokemon, my friends. I hope you are doing well. It has been an absolutely epic week for the Pokemon TCG in terms of news. But of course, here I am to rain on everybody's parade and tell you the bad news about the Japanese Team Rocket release. Let's have some good news first, though. Let's focus on a Poke Positivity piece. So the good news is Ho-Oh is finally going to get some justice in the Scarlet and Violet era. It has been a hot minute, my friends, since Burning Shadows, and we should have had a Ho-Oh SIR in Silver Tempest, but now, after all this time, something good is just around the corner for the big old bird, and I am excited. I am excited. But let's be honest, all anybody really wants to talk about is the Team Rocket news. And unfortunately, we have some bad news today. Oh, and by the way, before somebody gets on my case about the pack art I used in the thumbnail, yes, it is 100% fake. I made it up myself. It looks cool, but it is not real. I'm sorry. I wanted to get you to click the video. To make up for it, I am giving away a Pikachu from Crown Zenith. All you guys have to do is let me know when you see Larry in this video, drop a comment when you spot him, and you guys will be entered. Full contest details are in the caption below. So let's break everything down we know about the new Team Rocket set, and then I will give you guys the bad news. So here it is. The Japanese release date for the Glory of Team Rocket is April 18th. And by the way, guys, that's very close to my birthday if anybody wants to ship me a few boxes because you love me. This is a 12-box to a case set, meaning it is a standard set in Japan. It is not going to be a high-class set like V-Star Universe or Shiny Treasure EX. As for the English release, right now we're expecting it on May 30th, so Heatwave Arena and Team Rocket back-to-back, which is going to be a massive month for Pokemon. And we should see the usual lineup. Booster boxes, booster bundles, 3-pack blisters, elite trainer boxes, all that good stuff, pending an announcement that throws us a huge curveball. That is still the good news. Here's the bad news. And this one is kind of expected, but it is still going to sting quite a few people. So pre-order prices just went live in Japan, and cases are selling for 288,000 yen. That is about $160 US a box. But of course, if you guys are buying this from a seller in the US or Canada, you can expect to pay at least the equivalent of $180 US per box at launch, because most of these stores operate on somewhere around a 10%-ish profit margin for their services. Here's where it gets worse. Wholesalers in Japan are not accepting pre-orders for stock that ships after release. It's all going to be stuff that ships within the first day or so of release. Why are they doing this, my friends? Because they want to force the FOMO and drive the pricing up. They know demand is going to be insane here, and they are cutting off the supply so people panic buy at the high prices. And this is not normal, or at least it hasn't been the norm for the past year or so. In past sets, we have basically been seeing MSRP in pre-orders as things move along up to release. And in some cases, the price has actually been coming down, with occasionally a small premium if you want to open it right on release day or release weekend. Of course, everything changed with Terrestrial Festival. If you guys remember, Terrestrial Festival started somewhere around $45, $50 US in pre-orders. Once people saw the releases, once people got excited, the FOMO took hold, boxes climbed up to $80 US. Battle Partners pre-orders were going at about $100 a box. And Heatwave Arena, by the way, is about $109 US a box, equivalent conversion. So yeah, Rocket is way higher than the other sets. This is the really bad news. However, there is a bigger problem at play here, which could drive these prices into the stratosphere. Here's where I think it's actually getting kind of stupid. So guys, we know the Japanese Pokemon product is being scalped into oblivion, but what many don't know is just how bad it is. For example, we have got store employees at Lawson and Family Mart leaking restock info to scalpers on TikTok, and many of them are just flat out buying inventory for themselves to resell. And these are mostly foreign nationals from places like Vietnam. Then we've got massive shipments of products heading out the back door to, can you guys guess where? It's not the US, it's China. So much so that $60,000 worth of Terrestrial Festival boxes were literally seized by customs last month because they weren't declared properly. $60,000. Guys, I actually have a feeling that is a drop in the ocean. And the sad part is, guys, Japanese collectors can't even get their own product very easily on the streets anymore. Now, before somebody pops up and says, well, actually, Rob, I live in Hokkaido and it's a little chilly right now, but I have no issues at all getting any product. Well, that is awesome for you guys. Honestly, for many people, it is actually a completely different story. Check out this clip here from Han from Tokyo Family.
Now, let me put this into perspective. The starter deck, which was 2,200 yen, they had 40. and there was 500 people that turned up. This is just one department store.
Han is amazing, by the way. Han is talking about waiting in line for hours at his local store and barely getting any product through some crazy lottery system that was not in place over the last 9 months. I mean, just imagine, guys, if this was happening to English Pokemon product. It is hard enough to get product in the first place. What if all our booster boxes were getting shipped to China or Vietnam and there was absolutely nothing left for us here? This is wild, guys, and this is what's happening on the Japanese market. So what does all of this mean for you guys? Well, if you want Team Rocket at launch, it means you are going to have to pay a hefty premium. I would not be surprised if this starts to get up to $200 plus a box in no time. There is a little ray of hope, though, guys. If history tells us anything, it tells us that waiting usually pays off. Look at Pokemon 151. 151 in Japan launched around $200 a box. Epic FOMO, it was crazy. It's the new base set. Everything's going to the moon. It did crash in the spring. It crashed down with huge reprint news to $50 US. And if you guys don't believe me on this, if you want to go back and look at some of my previous videos from last year, it is all there. You can see the pricing, you can see the sneaker dunk, you can see me showing you invoices buying at a price close to this. Battle Partners recently as well is already down $10 a box from launch. Now, I am not saying that Team Rocket will crash that hard like 151 initially, but this kind of hype rarely holds long term. So just be very, very cautious before you go and blow your load on a huge whack of really, really expensive boxes. And also, there is one thing I want to bear in mind that could work either in the favor of the prices or bring the prices down. And that is, quite honestly, that the reveals don't live up to the hype that Team Rocket has for everyone. I mean, quite honestly, guys, I'm on record as saying, I don't think Team Rocket is going to be the set that people think. I think it's going to be amazing, but I think it will let people down just because people have such sky-high expectations. And for me, unless we get some kind of insane...
The time has come for your encounter with the greatest Pokemon master on Earth.
Mewtwo's Mewtwo trainer card, or Mewtwo versus Ash, some kind of throwback from the first movie, I don't think this set is really going to deliver what people are hoping for in their minds. And that's just my take, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Will you be buying Team Rocket at launch at these sky-high prices? Were you surprised at what's happening? Let me know what you guys are thinking. And don't forget, if you spotted Larry in this video, comment when you see him, and you'll be entered to win the Pikachu. That's it from me, guys. Until next time, take it easy.